Shalom, family trendsetter. Now, before I continue, I want to say, I want to give a shout out first to one of my subscribers. I'm not going to mention her name because on the last video that I made, I was actually doing that video as a shout out video to acknowledge her as to what she stated in the comments section on the original video that I actually took down, where I had endorsed Kamala Harris. Now, on the second video, I was giving her a shout out, because what she had actually posted in the comment section was well noted. You know what I'm saying? And I said, because I had mentioned her name in the second video, let me remove the videos because first of all, I don't want nobody, coming at her because you may have, Kamala Harris supporters that views my videos and shit. I don't want them attacking her. You feel me? So I say, you know what? Let me just take that video down. So I'm making another video, a revised video, which is this one, letting you know who you are, Queen, right? You know who you are, Queen. Basically, letting you know I acknowledge what you had stated in the comment section. I took it at face value, and based on that, you reminded me of who Kamala Harris was, or probably still is. I decided to take the original video down. So I have taken away my endorsement from her. First of all, she's not 100% black, okay? She's mixed. And second of all, look who she's married to. So the way I see it is this, right? If she didn't see it fit to marry a black man, so-called black man, then for me, I don't see it fit to endorse your ass. Now, initially, it was based on my emotions. Like I told y'all in that video, for those of y'all who watched it, I told y'all most black people, we react based on emotion. So I guess I was reacting based on my emotion, excited to see a woman of color, right, being selected, especially she being a female, right? So I was excited about it, but then I had to come back down to reality to remember her track record speaks against her as opposed to for her. You know what I'm saying? Doing her time as a prosecutor, and as well as the IG, I think that's what they call it, right? She did a lot of harm towards black people. She incarcerated a lot of black people, gave them time that they didn't deserve. In other words, the time didn't fit the crime and shit, right? And she pretty much, I guess she had to prove herself, so she did what she did to try to gain acceptance and notoriety, I guess, for this moment in history where you have a woman of color, right? A woman of color, the VP pick. So with me, family, to be honest, I like to be challenged and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like when somebody actually, correct me, because a lot of times, I need to be reminded I don't know everything. You feel what I'm saying? And I take constructive criticism very well. So much so I'm willing to even backtrack or backpedal on what I stated originally. Like how white people, when they commit a crime and shit against black people, they like to apologize. So I'm going to apologize towards my black folks for even considering this woman of color. Okay, because see, a lot of y'all don't get it. When they say a person of color, it doesn't necessarily mean black people. It could be Asian people, Hispanic people, Indian people, anybody else other than so-called African American or West Indian people, black people that with darker melanated complexion. All right, they don't specify who they're giving whatever support to. They usually say people of color. That could be anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Native American, anybody. But when you specify black, we know this shit is for us. And again, after doing some research, she didn't really speak much about reparations. As a matter of fact, she was, to me, seemed like she was against reparation because she wanted to, get in and shit with who. She spoke really like, okay, everybody deserve a piece of the pie. So she didn't really specify that she's going to do anything for black people. So why the fuck should I support her? So again, yes, I take back my motherfucking endorsement. I'm entitled to that shit. I don't care if y'all get upset, because I know a lot of niggas and shit. Niggas like to get upset when you talk about black people. We can't correct a motherfucker because he look like us. No, I'm going to correct your ass. Like I said, my enemy could be someone that look just like me. You feel what I'm saying? If I can't break bread with my enemy that look like me and change his ways or change his thought process, then I'm going to treat you just like how I treat the other ones, the oppressing class. You feel what I'm saying? So again, big shout out to Queen. You know who you are. I always refer to you as Queen. And I want to say to you, I appreciate the fact that you was actually the first one to comment on that video. As always, you're always the first one usually to comment on my videos, and in this case, you didn't go along to get along and shit. You didn't stroke my ego. You actually checked me. Excuse me. And I appreciate it. That's why I love my subscribers and shit. They go hard. You feel me? And with that, family, I say shalom.